What's going on, man? We are back with another episode, our second episode here on the Perfectly Unfinished podcast. I'm your host, Jamar Clark.
I'm your co-host, Shireen Clark.
Yeah, man. And we have I wouldn't say a special episode, but we're going to talk about, mindsets. And there's really so many to choose from.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so I guess let us know. Let us know how many mindsets we got
I
going
actually
on.
didn't know it was so many until I started looking it up.
Yeah.
And so I'm just going to run them down and give you some of the titles that we have. So we have growth, mindset, learning, fixed, positive, negative, abundance, scarcity, greed, entrepreneurial, business, leader, follower, creative, gratitude, confident, social, professional, powerful. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Productivity, unproductivity, or lazy, fear, long-term, short-term, self-efficiency, angry, dreamer, envy, relevance, and belonging.
That's a lot of mindsets.
That's a lot of mindsets.
And I'm sure people, could even make up their own mindset as well, too,
I'm sure. Actually, there is more.
Yeah.
I saw one where it says there's 119. And I'm like, wow, that's a lot. I did not know there's so many different mindsets. And we can all identify with some or all because we can have multiple mindsets.
Right.
Yeah, we have multiple. That was amazing when I saw that.
Yeah, well, being that, you're such a very busy person as well as, you have a book, you created your own film, you're creating a TV show. What mindsets would you say, you relate to the most?
Oh, I would say business mindset, powerful mindset. I think now growth mindset.
Okay.
Yeah, I think growth right now is my biggest thing. Even business wise, this is a new year, 2025, and it's time to grow. It's time to level up, like I say. It's time to ramp it up, and that's all part of growth to me.
Right.
And I definitely want to grow my business.
Okay.
I definitely want to grow my business. So I think growth right now is definitely something that my mind is really, really gearing to.
Yeah. And I mean, even with, growing, having the growth mindset and wanting to grow your business, you can say, one would need an ambitious mindset, because one is not easy.
Right. No,
you know what I'm saying?
No.
Running a business is not easy. Creating the business,
it's not easy at
and
all.
it's not easy keeping the business.
Right.
And I would know even, like I said, would be extra. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing it back. So, I'm bringing it back.
Yay, come on.
You're gonna look out. It's coming back. But yeah, even, keeping that is been tough. So, I guess what other, what you said, growth, business, and what was the other one?
I like the word powerful mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that it, has different things of itself. And, just keep going.
Right.
At it when things seems like it's impossible. You got to have that a powerful mindset to say I can make it. And you mentioned my book, so I want to mention that because I feel like that's part of a mindset too, with not counting yourself out.
Yeah.
How many times have we counted ourselves out from, talking ourselves down, from doing different things? Oh, I can't do it. I'm not good enough. I don't have enough education. But don't count yourself out because you never know what you actually can do.
Right.
And so, and that's powerful.
It is.
That's powerful. Just keep going.
Yeah.
Keep doing it. If you're not in a race, how you going to win?
How you going?
Get in the race.
Get in the race.
So don't count yourself out.
Get in the race. Yeah, I mean, if you don't really count on yourself, who's going to count on you?
Exactly.
You have. I've seen. I think it was a video with a boxer. I forgot his name. It might have been AB. About Adrian Boner.
Okay.
And in this video he was saying how he's counting on him. Wow. He said he don't care who's around him, who's in front of him, on the side and the back. He's counting on him every single time. And that's the type of the mindset we need, even if it's not for someone going for a business or for an athlete. You got to count on yourself to take that big shot or to go and work out, wake up at 5 a.m. You have to count on yourself to do these things.
Yeah, you do. Because I mean, if you're not serious about you and the things you want to do, nobody else is gonna be serious about it
Nobody
either.
else, yeah.
So you have to take that first step and say, yes, I believe in me. And once people see that you really believe in you, they'll start to believe in you as well. And it may not be right off the bat, but once they see you and it's like, wow, he's serious about this, or she's serious about this, and then it's like, okay, let me
rally.
Let me rally. Let me, help, and build your team. That's one thing that is powerful too, is building your team. For me, in my business, I have business coaches. And it's not so much for where I'm at now, but it's where I want to go, where I want to be.
Right, the destination.
Exactly, my destination. One thing that they say to you, and one of the guys that I that I listened to is Lamar Tyler. And I will throw out some names of the people that I listen to, and you may hear it, throughout the time that we're on. And he mentioned that, where do you want to go? Have people around you, a team, and figure out where your end result, where you want to go.
Right.
Because if you don't have a roadmap to where you want to go, you're not going to get there. First, you got to know where you want to go. Where's your end result? What type of life do you want to have? So you start strategically working towards those things. So the business coaches that I have, I'm telling them, hey, I want to reach here. I want to be here. I want to do this. I want to make this type of money.
Right.
And their job is to give me a strategic formula or roadmap how to get there. But I have to give them the information.
Right.
I have to give them, the stuff that I'm working with, so that they can help me put those things together. And that is a mindset. You have to have a certain mindset to even know, hey, I want to get here. I want to grow. I want to, I want this outlook. Just to piggyback on what you said earlier, we had our conversation and you said you want to do this. This is what you want to do.
Same.
Every day, this is what you want to do. And I mean, why not?
Lord, God willing. God willing.
Why not?
It's people out here who are making money, just speaking on a podcast.
This is true.
You got, shout out to Secret to Success. They wake up, I want to say between like 3 and 5 a.m. just to do their podcast episode. So, imagine if this is bringing in the chicken, I'm gonna wake up at 3 a.m., 5 a.m. to do an episode, know? So,
right.
And imagine doing that and then having the rest of your day to do whatever you want.
Absolutely.
God, like I said, God willing, we can get there.
Right.
Bring in the funds, we'll see.
Yeah,
obviously, it's gonna take some time and whatnot, but we staying positive about it. So,
absolutely.
And speaking of positive, I guess I'll talk about having a positive mindset, and this is something I've probably been working on for. Probably, I would say some years now.
Okay.
Some years of having a positive mindset, staying positive, even in challenging, situations, or even in past relationships that didn't work out. Still trying to stay positive.
Gotcha.
It's a work of
absolutely
progress. It's a work of progress.
Yes.
So, it's something that. That takes work every day.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll say that.
Yeah, because you gotta. After you jump over the hurdle, you have to figure out, okay, where am I going?
Right.
I done jumped over this hard situation. So what am I doing after this? And sometimes before you jump over the hurdle, you're looking at, okay, what am I going? What am I doing? Like you said, past hurts or disappointments. How do you get over that?
Right.
And it definitely takes certain types of mindsets. And like I said, as a person, we're human, but we can have multiple mindsets.
Right.
Depending upon the situation that you're in. It depends. And so that mindset start to kick in. And one mindset that I did look at is fear. Fear holds us back in so many different ways.
1000%.
And we try not to fear. We try to, like you said, stay positive. But sometimes with different situations, that fear start to grip us.
It tries to kick in.
And we get afraid. Some people are afraid of success.
Yep.
Some people are afraid of relationships.
Yep.
Some people are afraid to just live.
Change.
Change is a big one.
Yeah.
Change is a big one. And that's another mindset, is a change mindset. So yeah, it's a lot. Mindsets are very important, and it can make us or break us,
right,
depending upon what type of mindset we have.
Right.
I read one mindset and it said closed. You have a closed mindset, so it's
bueno.
Right. So, oh man, like where are you going if you have a closed mindset?
Not too far.
No. These closed, that one, that's when change. You should want change to say, I need to change.
Right.
I need to figure out how I'm going to make it out of this. Feel like saying to yourself, how can I connect with those that I see, that have a positive mindset or a strong mindset, a powerful mindset, and connect with those people.
Yeah.
Connect with those people and figure out how can they help me.
Like you said, with creating a team, it's not easy creating a team, because you want to have people who are going to put in as much as you put in.
Right.
Keep you motivated, as much as you want to keep them motivated.
Right. And they have your back.
Right. So it's like, you want to be very cautious when, choosing a team. And even when you do choose a team, everyone needs to have and be on the same mindset.
Right.
Everyone has to be on the same accord,
Right.
With the destination of, okay, what are we doing here? Like as a team, I'm helping you do this, you helping me do that. And overall, like I said, we have to have a destination.
Exactly.
And again, with a team, you don't want to crash out.
Exactly.
I hate to bring that back up, but you don't want to crash out.
Exactly. And one thing that one of the coaches were saying is that don't be afraid to have different coaches for different things.
Right.
You don't have to have, one coach and, they teaching you one thing or training you and showing you in one aspect. Just bring it as a business and say, okay, marketing coach. You have a marketing coach. Okay, well, you need a sales coach, or you need like a social media coach or something. You can have a whole team of different coaches in your life, and it's not just business, but just in your life in general.
Right, yeah.
To have different coaches to help you to get where you want to be. This life is so much that we can do. God has given us gifts and talents. And what are we doing with our gifts and talents? And we all have it. You just have to find out what yours is,
right.
But we all have it. And then the Bible says that your your gift will make room for you. And so get them gifts out. Get them gifts and them talents out, because we all have it. But you have to find out what you have, how many gifts, how to use those gifts. I don't know why this microphone keep falling. But
I might have to move it back some.
But
no, this slide. Yeah, there you go. Maybe.
Yeah, we have to know, hey, listen, I want this out of life. Who can help me? Find people that's going to help you. Find people that's going to, and it might not be easy. People that may not even want to help you.
Right.
But if you can find, network with other people, there are people out there that don't mind helping.
Yeah.
They don't mind helping at all. And as far as business is concerned, there are so many different entities where some of the help is free. And I've talked to several, of those companies and talked to different people, and that's how I found the different coaches. And there's some coaches that they have programs for free. Some cost just a little bit.
Right.
Money, maybe $25 per session.
Yep.
You have, it is a slew of websites and business companies that will help you, even the state. It's so many. So if you're looking, you can find people to really, really help you, and even help you with that mindset. mindsets can be changed.
Yeah.
We just have to know how to change and want to change,
Right.
because we can change our situation for the most part.
Yeah.
The things that you can't change, give that to God.
Right.
Give it to him. But the things that we can change, you can change
You gotta take
to
action.
have a better life
Yeah.
if you want to.
Yeah, you got to take action. I mean, we weren't put on this earth to have a fixed mindset, so
Right.
that's another one, right?
Exactly.
We weren't put on this earth to have a fixed mindset. We were put on this earth to evolve, right?
Exactly, yeah.
The mindset I had at 5 years old isn't the mindset I had at 10,
Right.
at 15, at 20, or at 25.
Yes.
And even the mindset I got now, it's not going to be the same when I'm 30 or 35.
Exactly.
So, you have to, what's the word? I guess, almost be like a chameleon. I'm trying to think what the word I'm trying to get out. You have to basically, I don't want, it's not be a product of your, not being a product of your environment, but you have to, I guess, depending on the situation, you have to be able to develop different mindsets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And, you definitely brought up changing mindsets
Yes.
in this book that I've been reading and still reading. And another thing too, I think books aren't just a one-time read.
No.
Books are something you're supposed to go back to and reread
Absolutely.
it, right? Apply it. So this book is called Mind Hacking, right? How to change your mind.
Wow.
How to change your mind for good in 21 days, overcome addictions, conquer fear,
Wow.
fix your relationships, improve your career, and even find happiness. But of course, if you really know happiness doesn't last long, you want to find joy. So,
Right.
But this book has definitely helped me throughout my college. I would say, those 4 years. And,
Okay.
yeah, man, just creating loops, right? It really talks about creating loops and just allowing yourself to be put in certain situations and almost use them as triggers, right?
Okay.
So if I'm around certain people and, they do certain stuff and I'm like, I'm trying to get away from that.
Gotcha.
And it's like you have to create a loop, one, to keep you away from that.
Okay.
And to basically just keep your mind in the right place.
Wow, I like that. Now,
Yeah.
that's a good book. I would like to read that book myself.
Hey, it's
So
a
when
dope
you're
book.
down with it,
Yeah.
throw it over here.
Yeah.
No, but books, especially self-help books.
Mhm.
I do. I love self-help books. I have a lot of books, not just physical books, but I have a lot of books on my Kindle.
Mhm.
I think I mentioned it before, where I have over 100 courses. I finished maybe 8 or 9, and for me, I love learning. I love learning. I don't know if that's, if I don't know, but I just love learning.
Mhm.
I think I have become a big old sponge, and you could literally wring me out and all this knowledge and stuff is going to come out because
Sure.
I love learning.
Yeah.
And so books, I just ordered some more Kindle books,
Mhm.
and actually it just comes straight to your phone. But you can get books physically. I actually love physical books in my hand, but I have an iPad, so it's big enough, and sometimes it's just easier to carry that than
Right,
the
all
books.
Yeah.
But I mean, because with a Kindle, you can have so many books on a Kindle. I have about maybe, I don't know, 20, 30 books.
Yeah.
And it's a wide variety. So it may be Bible study stuff, spiritual things, business books, screenwriting books, filmmaking books. I have, a slew of different types of tools and knowledge. And sometimes when you don't see me on social media and you don't see me, I am in my zone of learning.
Right.
Literally.
Gotta be.
Learning. So I love it. Knowledge is good. Knowledge is
everything.
very, very good. Knowledge, can put millions in your pocket.
Oh, seriously.
Because the 4 levels of value.
Yeah.
Oh man. What?
Yeah, you can't go a day you shouldn't go a day without learning something
Exactly.
new. They say you should learn something new every day.
Every day.
Whether that's reading, listening to a podcast,
Right.
or, experiencing it.
Exactly.
Learn something new.
Yeah.
Even when it comes, to the kids, I'm big on the kids. Well, we're big on the kids.
Exactly.
Learning, I'm trying to instill them now. Like, you may hate it now, learning
Right.
or reading and writing, But bruh, it's gonna be part of your life for the rest of your life.
Absolutely.
So you might as well get used to it now.
Yeah, it's true. And being that you brought that up, growing up, I didn't have this love for learning. It happened, I guess, when I got laid off, I guess. And had to take a whole different path for my life and making sure that I can take care of you and Jayla.
Right.
And so, I mean, it just, I don't know. I guess a different mindset.
Yeah.
That mindset
kicked in
and said, you know what, you need to do this or you got to do this. And now it's just there to where, like you said, as you grow older and your mentality will change, you mature. Some people don't. But when you want change, you want something different, you go after it.
You gotta do.
You go.
If you want something different, you gotta do something different.
Yeah, you gotta.
It's simple, And
you gotta do something different.
I forgot who I was talking to, but if you think about it, majority of our life, right? Well, no, not majority, but majority of our childhood, we're in school, right? And each grade level, we may not want to do the work. We may not want to take a test. We may not want to be there.
Exactly.
But each level you passed. And as we get older, we kind of get lazy and we like, oh, I hated school growing up. I hated learning and blah, 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 blah. But listen, if you stop, then you stop. Imagine if you don't stop.
Right.
Imagine if you just keep going from level to level. After high school, what's that, 12th grade? Freshman year, 13th grade, 14th grade, sophomore year. And it just keeps going up. You know what I'm saying? Until you get your master's, until you get your doctorate.
Exactly.
Is there anything after the doctorate? I'm not too sure. I don't know. I could be wrong. I might have to search it up. But just imagine if you don't stop learning.
Right.
You become such a valuable asset to your community, to your family, to anybody. You never know how much information somebody has until you have a conversation with them.
That's the truth. That's the truth. When you start having conversations with people, and when I was younger, I would say, I don't know, I guess working at the police department, I really started coming out of my shell. Because people that went to school with me probably know I was kind of quiet. I was different because my mindset was, I'm not gonna do what everybody else is gonna do. So I was that type of person where I wasn't in the in crowd. I was on the sidelines because I'm I want to be different. That was just how I was. I don't know why, but that was just me. So I guess that was my mindset as a kid. And so as I grew older, I'm okay, I gotta get out of this shell. I gotta, talk, and I'm still working on that.
Right.
But
we all are.
I've come a long, long ways. And I realized that, yes, when you talk to people and find out what people, who they are, what they know, and you exchange, you just don't keep pulling and taking, but you have that exchange. And I mean, I've met some wonderful people. I've met millionaires. I've met people with some serious money, rubbed elbows with them. When you start to talk to people and find out who they are, it's amazing.
It is.
It's amazing.
9 times out of 10. Well, no, 10 times out of 10. Majority of your blessings come from somebody else.
Yeah.
Not from you.
Right. Yeah.
So imagine if you.
I can talk all about that too, but I'll do that another time about people blessing you because God, He's amazing.
Amazing.
And again, the mindset. Where is your mindset going to take you?
Right.
What I'm going to ask our viewers, what mindset do you have?
Right.
Look through it and. See, we'll post it and, identify these different mindsets that you have. And if you want a different mindset, try to work on having a different mindset.
Absolutely.
Because we all can change. We all can, do better. That's always in my prayer. Lord, help me to do better and be better.
Every day.
Every day, because we can do better and we can be better. In our communities, in our families, in our churches, And it's just time for us to do and be better. Have that mindset to say, I want to do something better.
Right.
I want to do something different because we can. It starts with us.
Right.
Like Michael Jackson's song, The Man in the Mirror.
Man in the mirror.
Look at yourself and say, I want to change. Because you can.
Yeah.
You can.
Absolutely. Like you said, it starts in the mirror. I hope, the viewers, I hope you're waking up smiling every day in the mirror.
Right.
It changes your life. You'll be surprised the type of day you'll have just by after brushing your teeth. Just sit there and smile. Just,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? Endure yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't do it, who gonna do it?
Who gonna do it? That's it.
You gotta love yourself first before anybody else can love you.
Absolutely. And this is true.
Besides Jesus gonna always love you.
Right.
But outside of that, it starts with you.
It sure does. That's it.
It goes a long
starts
way.
with you. Is that I remember someone says, you can command how people treat you.
Right.
So yes, it start with you. It start with the inside. Your mindset, and how you think and how you maneuver or how you want to maneuver. Think about again, pull from the inside and say, who am I?
Right.
What do I want out of life? Where's my end goal? What do I want? And sometimes we won't even know what we want.
We don't, which is normal.
Right. Sometimes we don't even know where we want to go in life.
Yeah.
Because some of that, again, let's talk about the fear. It's fearful sometimes, not knowing the end, not knowing the end result, not knowing what's going to happen. So that fear kick in.
Yep. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but even, just the fear of trying or the fear of failing.
Exactly.
I feel like so many people are so scared to fail. They're like, well, if I start and I don't finish, maybe what are people going to think about me?
Right.
I could care less.
Right.
You see this podcast we starting this? If it go the distance, if it not, I'm not, you know what I'm saying?
Right. At least we tried it.
At least we tried. I'm not going to sit here and worry about it. You know what I'm saying?
And even with that though, one thing that you try, right? And then if it don't work, tweak it.
Right.
Tweak it. Again, change. If it's not working, change it up.
Right.
Twist it up. Tweak it. Find out, how it's going to work. Find out,
learn from the experience.
Yeah, exactly. Learn from experience. Sometimes when you don't know and you're learning along the way, things get better.
Right.
Because you learned from your mistake. I'm like, oh man, I made a mistake, but you learned from it.
Right.
And so it makes it better. Even if people say, hey, listen, y'all could do this or y'all could do that. Those are the tweaks that we can do to make it better. So if we want this to be a long haul and want this to, be monetized, we gotta work it.
I'm about to say, we gotta do it.
We gotta work it. We gotta survey the people and say, hey, how are we doing or how we're not doing? How can we make it better to where we bring more audience viewers or, we take it out. Maybe we have a live show. Maybe we could rent something and bring people out. There's ways to do it.
Yeah.
And so my mind is always clocking. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but my mind is always going.
You got to.
It's always going. So sometimes at night I'm like, all right, mind, can you just stop for a minute?
And I think that goes into having a creative mindset.
Right.
If you don't have a creative mindset, then your mind isn't going. Your mind isn't taking option 1 and turn that into option 2 and that going to option 3.
Right.
No, your mind's just staying on option 1.
Yeah, that's
you know
true.
what I'm saying? So having a creative mindset, then you're able to create wealth. You're able to create a vision for someone else.
Exactly.
You're able to create opportunities for other people. And that, like you said, it just starts with letting your mind go.
Exactly.
What would this do if I did this?
Right.
What would happen if I did this, if I did that?
Right.
So how would you know unless you actually do?
Exactly. That trial and error.
Yeah.
And I've learned as being a creative, you got to think quick on your feet sometimes.
You do.
I've had to do it on set, and it's just like, oh wow, what are we gonna use? Okay, you know what? Creatively, we're gonna use this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna make it work this way. We're gonna make it work that way.
We're gonna make it work.
And if working on the set that I worked on with NBC, you'll be surprised at the stuff they do. And it's like, wow, that's how they do that?
Right.
Or, if they don't have something, they make it work with whatever they can make it work with. So when I tell you, you got to think quick on your feet creatively.
Yeah.
You have to. And I've witnessed it. And now I can do it, you know, and people that work with me sometimes, even on, you know, when we work behind the scenes doing weddings or events and stuff, and people look at me and I'm like, listen, we gotta make it work with what we
Gotta
got.
make it do what it do, baby.
Absolutely. And so, you know, one of the young men, he, you know, was with me, and something, I forgot what happened, but we didn't have something, and I said, no, we're gonna use this. We're gonna make it work, because you just have to do that. You gotta use what you got and make it work.
Yeah. There's no time to waste. And
No.
like you said, with certain, especially live events, let me just say live events, whether it's a wedding, party, basketball, football, cheerleading, whatever it is, if something goes wrong, you can't stop the show.
No.
The show don't stop because you want it to stop. You got to make it work. Like you got to think quickly. Like, what am I do? Okay, figure this out. Okay, got it. And then try it.
Yeah, you got to think quick.
If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Exactly.
But if it worked, I promise you, 9 times out of 10, people going to look at you like a superhero.
Right.
Like, oh my God, how'd you do that?
Exactly. It's the truth. But you got to make it happen.
Yeah.
When you are that person,
Yeah.
you got to make it happen. You got to think creative.
You do.
You know, you got to use what you got. You have to just like go for it. You know, I remember on my set, and it was just crazy because, you know, one of the actors, he came late because there was a fire on the train. And then one of the actresses, she never showed up. So, you know, in my mind, you know, at first, you know, you think, all right, you know what, let's cancel, and I'm like, you know what, no, because number one, everybody's here.
Yeah.
We have all the equipment. We rented, we did that at the school, but we use the room, and you never know when you can get all, and I needed it done. I needed it done. We did it in 3 days. I needed it done. I couldn't even reschedule because it was, you know, a school I had to get it done. So I literally had to jump in. As I'm directing, I had to act as well. And we got it done.
Got it done.
And guess what? It came out good. I did not want to do that, though.
Not good, but great.
I didn't want to do it, but like I said, you got to think quick, you know, and wasn't even thinking about doing that. But something said, girl, if you don't stop playing, jump in there, do what you got to do, get it done, because all these people are here.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I had to get it done.
Yeah.
So, you know, when you are a producer and you a director, you know, you listen, you got to put your big pants on and you got to get it done. Because number one, it's money, it's time. And you may not get that time again. So you got to get that done. And like I said, we did it in 3 days. 3 days. It pushed us back. But listen, I'm telling you, I had to do what I had to do. You know, it was I think between 3 and 5 in the morning, we finished. I had to take I had to take the male actor, the lead actor, I had to take him back to New York, and I drove him back to New York. My aunt was like, I'm coming with you.
You good.
And I literally, you know, because the train had stopped and we were working, you know, because we started late. But listen, we got it done. He was willing. I said, listen, I'm gonna have to take you home. And I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you got to do.
That's what it is.
And he lived in Harlem, and like I said, it was about between 3 and 5. I don't remember exactly what time, but it was in the wee hours of the morning.
Jeez.
And I said, listen, I gotta take you home. Yeah. You know,
Hey, you got
that was crazy. But we took him home. We came back, and then, you know, I told the crew, I said, listen, I said, we finished late. I said, so, you know, we're going to get some late time. We're going to start late again. But, you know, I need everybody to get enough rest, get some sleep, you know. And we finished that next day. We finished and we were done, you know, 3 days. But again, that creativity to where, you know, we just had to keep going and do what we had to do. I had to step in. I had to do this because guess what? It was my set.
Yeah.
And I had to do what we had to do.
Literally.
So, yeah, that creative mindset had to kick in quick.
Yeah.
Quick, because like I said, I had everybody there. It's no way for me to say, let's do this next week or whatever. And then I was in a time crunch. Yeah. So we had to get it done.
Gotta do it right there.
We get it done. Yeah.
Jeez. Hey, well, it turned out great. It turned out great.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Hey, well, figure it out, guys. Figure it out, the type of mindset you need to have in 2025 this year to go chase your dreams, to go get the money. Whatever it is, figure out the mindset you need to have and go after every single day. Work at that mindset, whether it's a positive mindset, growth mindset, business mindset, powerful
Right.
mindset,
Fixed mindset,
fixed mindset,
closed mindset.
don't have a closed mindset,
Right.
but go after it. All right, go after your
Exactly.
dreams, man.
Yes, go
Um,
after it big time.
yeah,
And if you need help, reach out.
please.
Figure out how to do it. And like I said, I feel like I've become a big sponge.
Mm-hmm.
So, with this podcast and different things, in 2025, I plan to do some amazing things.
Mm-hmm.
So, reach out, and listen, grab these nuggets,
Yeah.
or what one of the guys who read my pilot, he said, listen, you got some gold coins here.
Same.
So you know what? Take down these gold coins because, we're gonna be we're gonna be handing out some stuff. So,
1,000%.
we're gonna be dropping some nuggets, some silver coins, some gold coins. So write it down, get it, use it, especially now, while it's for free.
While it's free.
Get it while it's free. Cause we're gonna be giving it out. I
Absolutely.
promise.
Hey man, we appreciate y'all tuning in. All right. To this was we said a second episode? Yeah, this is the second episode. I don't know why I feel like we done did so many episodes. But yeah, man, we appreciate y'all tuning in. All right, make sure you please go follow. All right, go subscribe to our channel.
Yes.
Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Facebook for more content.
Yes,
all right,
yes,
because we
yes.
have many more stuff to come.
Absolutely.
All right, and we actually forgot to pray, so I'm gonna pray us out. All right.
And before you do,
Yeah.
Our hearts goes out to those who have lost
Yeah.
life, lost houses, homes,
cars.
businesses, cars, lost everything. So our hearts go out to you, and you're in our prayers that God will, help you, and that you have a positive mindset to know that you have your life, and know you can't replace those other things, those memorabilia and all the stuff that you lost. But we pray that that God will give you another chance, to do what you need to do, to get back to him if you need to, whatever it is, get a prayer life, but we pray for those people because it's not fun.
No, especially the families and people in California, due to the fires.
Exactly. Yep. That's what I was talking about. The fires. That's a lot, and it's still burning.
Right.
So we just send out some prayers to y'all, and
Absolutely.
That God will just do what needs to be done in your life
And restore. Absolutely. All right. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. God, we just want to say thank you for allowing us to be able to come here, God, and to do another episode, God. Do another episode of the Perfectly Unfinished podcast, God. We are perfectly unfinished, God. God, we are perfect in your eyes, God, but in the world's eyes, God, we are perfectly unfinished, God. But that is perfect, God, because we are an example. God, let us be an example unto these people, God, to go after their dreams, God, to go after the things they've been wanting to do. God, allow us, God, to be influenced, God, by other people, God, but also to influence those, God, who may need, God, encouragement, God, who may need just a push, God, to go after what they want, God, to restore their families, God, to restore their lives, God. And once again, God, just to reach after you, God, reach after you, reach after happiness, God, reach after joy, God. And again, God, we just want to say thank you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Appreciate you.
Tune into the next episode.
Because
part 2 is actually about to be right now.
Boom.